Hey guys, so with my new haircut, just wanted to let you know I'm coming out as non-binary. So from now on, you will address me as Zim. I'm Zim from now on. Okay, I'm not Tom. Okay, Tom is transphobic. That's my dead name. My pronouns are G-Gem, and I will be known as Zim. So I'm just gonna ask that you all respect that in the comment section below. I think you guys all are on board with me on this one. Okay, so thank you very much. I love you all. Support trans people. Transgenderism, transgender, non-binary. These are all words you guys have probably heard a lot these days, despite trans people making up less than 5% of the population among young adults, which honestly, even that seems high. Like, I feel like I never see these people in real life. Where are they? The trans stuff has become a big point of contention online. Every week we have a new misgendering drama, it seems, and this week is no different. We've got some spicy stuff going on. So there's this e-girl on Twitter who goes by Bronze Age Shorty, and also Sam Sarah Shorty. And she's gotten into a bit of controversy after making some spicy posts on social media, which led to her being fired from her job. So here she posted saying, "Looking fear in the eyes today as I'm using the ADA gender-neutral restroom in the office, and a retarded in a wheelchair knocks on the door." Well, this person was subsequently fired from her job at Block Inc., which is a US company founded by Jack Dorsey. That name may sound familiar to you, Jack Dorsey. Where have I heard this apely name before? Well, as it turns out, it's probably because Jack was the co-founder and eventually CEO of Twitter.com. Well, Bronze Age Shorty, or Chloe, was hired by Block and ended up making these tweets that really riled people up. One of them was that trans tweet about the bathroom that I showed you before. Another one was referencing refugees fleeing Gaza in the aftermath of the October 7th attacks, and Chloe claims she was fired from her job at Block as a result of these anonymous posts she was making on Twitter. I mean, X. Sorry, it's called X now. Dude, the name sucks. I'm sorry. Elon, if you're watching this video, dude, we gotta change that name, okay? We're gonna call it Schmex from now on, okay? Schmex.com. I just schmexed all over you guys. And she's not very happy about that termination. She believes it's a wrongful termination, which is why she filed a lawsuit against Block. A lawsuit that's now being funded by the current CEO of Twitter, Elon Musk. Now, this wrongful termination lawsuit opens by explaining that she made these posts on Twitter and was never notified she had violated their community guidelines or otherwise broken any rules. One of the tweets, the one about fleeing refugees, was voluntarily deleted by her. Despite this, in retaliation for making these posts, Block terminated her employment. Chloe claims they violated the law by doing so, hence the lawsuit in question. Chloe became a Block employee in August 2019. Her initial role was as a customer support representative, and she worked in Missouri. In mid-2021, she was promoted to project manager, a non-supervisory role as a part of a team working on updates to Cash App. In January 2022, she moved to San Francisco to work both in person at their headquarters and remotely. In October 2023, she returned home to Missouri and continued working for Block remotely. She had received only positive performance evaluations throughout her employment, and she had never been disciplined by Block prior to termination. Now, as for these anonymous posts, you've already seen the trans one, obviously. I mean, it's not hard to see why people were riled up about that one in the current modern age, okay? It's not surprising people were mad about that one. But the account description in the lawsuit itself is absolutely fucking autistic. I love to see stuff like this in legal documents, like in legalese, in between like these big legal terms. You also just have like, he called himself a jacker, a sawyer of the sorts. Like that's fucking epic. The pseudonymous account involves a running meme or parody involving a young married Kurdistani woman who takes care of sheep and goats in the Zagros Mountains, cares for her child, and occasionally hunts falcons, and posts to X while waiting for her husband to return home from working his 18-hour days caring for their sheep. We're living in a new age, ladies and gentlemen, okay? If you're in the Zagros Mountains right now, shout out to you, okay? I hope your husband comes home soon from taking care of the sheep. Truly amazing stuff going on over here. Now, in the lawsuit, Chloe claims she did not mention Block, which is her employer, in any of these posts. She also claims she didn't make these posts on company time, as they were all made away from the workplace. However, apparently someone at the company was made aware of these posts, so the HR department contacted her about it. She denied making them, though, for the time, basically saying that her abusive ex-boyfriend had made them instead and was impersonating her. Despite this lie, she continued to lie about it, and she was still fired by Block. And so Chloe claims she was wrongfully terminated for expressing her political opinions through satirical posts that the company simply did not agree with. Now, as for what she wants here from this lawsuit, you may think it's going to be a lot of money. Well, she's basically asking for $2,000. Yeah. $2,000. Now, I'm not saying $2,000 is not a lot of money, okay? It is a lot of money. But realistically, is that really worth filing a lawsuit over? I don't know. I guess it depends on who you are and how badly you need that money. I guess if Elon is funding it and you don't personally have to take the hit on lawyers' fees, then that's like kind of whatever for you. But it seems like a lot of time and effort and hustle and bustle and fussing around, okay? To get $2,000 when you could probably just find another job or something. But maybe this case has made it hard for her to get another job, considering that at the last one she got fired for being too raunchy on social media and calling a fellow fellow coworker a retarded that sometimes will have a negative effect on your ability to get another job. Now, on one hand, I respect a company's right to fire someone for whatever reason, really. Like, I think if you own a private company that's like a small kind of, you know, firm like Block or whatever, you can fire people if you want. And as many people point out, if someone representing a company had made a post calling a fellow employee a T-slur, they would definitely be fired. And, you know what? Probably rightfully so. You can't talk other employees on social media. It's a bad look for the company, I would say, right? But at the same time, these posts were made independently of the company. She never mentioned the company or claimed to represent them. So in that aspect, it kind of seems like a non-issue. If she had been on her personal Facebook being like, this employee did this, or this employee sucks because they're, you know, trans or whatever, that's one thing. But it seems like she was just on an anonymous account. I'm pretty curious about how they even found out about this. Like, someone specifically must have reported her to the HR department of Block, right? Certainly, it either had to be someone she knew who personally knew about her account and had something against her, or someone online decided to dox her and they reported her themselves via an email or something, and that's how they found out. Or maybe she just wasn't careful enough and told a coworker, and then the coworker found it or something. But you know what? Either way, I think she probably shouldn't have been fired, considering it wasn't really related to the job. It seems like a pretty silly reason to fire someone for me. And as for why Elon personally is funding this, well, the pro-free speech crowd obviously, you know, thinks this stuff looks really good. When you do stuff like that, it becomes a big story to talk about. People are like, oh my god, Elon, Mr. Based, he's God. He's the f***ing Kekistani warrior, oh my god! It also sets an example that he may sue other companies who fire people based on their Twitter posts. But realistically, I mean, on principle, I guess I think she probably shouldn't have been fired. But at the same time, $2,000, like, just give her a job, Elon, okay? So Valorant is a game I think a lot of you guys know about. It's this first-person shooter a lot of annoying women, no offense, like to play. And everyone's just buzzing around it these days, okay? Everybody's playing it. It's like one of the most popular games on Twitch at any given point in time. I personally don't play this game because it just kind of looks like a personality-less, boring game. Why not play any other game, okay? Even Overwatch has more personality than this thing. Just play Team Fortress 2, okay? But regardless, a lot of people like it. It's a popular game, and they recently announced a new agent, a new player called Clove. Now, the reason why Clove is important is because Clove is Valorant's first non-binary agent, okay? They use they, them pronouns. And as this article, thankfully, carefully explains, gonna do the diaper voice for this one.
Individuals who identify as non-binary may see themselves as both male and female, neither male nor female, a combination of both. However, Riot hasn't shared more details about Clove's gender besides the pronouns. On an unrelated note, my diaper is very stinky. I need a change. Can one of you guys change my diaper on live stream?
Now, whatever you guys think about that, I think we can't deny that Clove looks like a chick, okay? Like, come on, let's not dance around it. Clove is a girl, okay? If this fictional character wants to go by they, them pronouns and you want to respect that, cool, more power to you. And it's probably kind of silly to go out of your way to be like, actually, it is a girl. Like, how badass are you, dude? Like, you're the fucking revolution right now. W-Riz. That being said, it's kind of dumb to get mad at people who call Clove a girl because at first glance and at second glance, you're looking at a female, okay? You are. Despite that, this is exactly what's happening. People are really spazzing out about this. When you accidentally call Clove a she.
Wait, Clove's not good? She's not good?
She's really good.
I mean, she's good if you control her.
You can't say she, though. You have to say they, them, bro.
I am probably not gonna remember that.
I'm about to make the twin longer, bro.
Please do it. Like, shut the f up! Sorry, my bad. I'm gonna say it 100 fucking times. My bad.
Out of breath, breathing heavy as f after one yell, looking to chat for validation, and then making a fuss about it on Twitter. Just give it up, bro. It's not that hard to put a little bit of effort into remembering. I mean, it's kind of hard to remember when you're not in these Twitter communities because realistically, if you see this Clove person on the street, you're gonna say that's a girl, okay? And the best part is you can't even see them on the street because they're a fictional character, so this probably shouldn't even really matter to you that much anyway, okay? They're not real. Where is the victim here? Who is being misgendered?
Misgendered who? Who did I misgender? I did not misgender. I respect a pronoun. When they babbing on my
Like, who is the victim here? Is it the made-up personality in the video game? Is this like... I don't care. But this is like a phenomenon where people are being banned in Twitch chats for calling Clove a girl. Honestly, I'm sick of being the who cares guy on this channel. Like, I feel like half my videos are me saying, who cares? Like, about that seriously doesn't matter. But we live in an age where people just care about stuff that doesn't matter. So I have to be the guy, I guess, who's like, you're dumb. Hey, silly Billy. Hey, you. Hey, you there, being a silly Billy.
Let's have a talk out back with my uncle. He's gonna teach you how to play whack-a-mole.
I feel like misgendering a video game character is not that big of a deal. And I don't know why people's brains are so mind broken that they have to live vicariously through video game characters and have so much investment in it. I mean, this game is literally about killing people with guns. It's a violent game. And the biggest concern people have is if pronouns are being respected. But you know what? Whatever. Bro, in the Valorant's official website about Clove, one of the community managers literally calls Clove she/her.
Uh-oh! We had an oopsie at Valorant Incorporated. That is not a girl, that is a non-binary. You will respect the pronoun, you fucking bigot.
And I don't know why LGBT people are so attached to this character anyway. Like, you guys do realize this person was created to pander to you, right? Like, to make money off of you. You're being squeezed dry. That's why all of the marketing material is just saying that there's a non-binary character, and you don't even know fucking anything else about this person.
Oh my god. New binary character in Overwatch? Oh my god. I love representation. We have so much representation. We're being represented, guys. Oh my god. The representation these days is to die for.
Representation? Don't mind if I do. Like, this is a token character to market to you people. And if they're gonna make a non-binary character, couldn't they have, like, chosen someone a little more androgynous? Clove basically looks like they put Katie Bugs in a video game.
It's hard for people to remember calling people they, them, because in some parts of the world there aren't any people who go by those pronouns, and some religions too, so it takes some time to get used to. I mean, I understand everyone needs time to get used to it, but if you get corrected once, you're just blatantly, like, not trying to learn, you're just being closed-minded or some shit, or you're just being, like, hateful or whatever, then there's no, like, oude.
One cost wins.
Wow, nice.
Then there's, like, there's no room for excuse. And I fucking died! God damn it.
Wait, it's all making sense to me now. They put a non-binary character in a video game to disguise the fact that it's Katie Bugs, who goes by she, her. I mean, is it any coincidence that this character was announced the very same month that Katie left the internet after making false allegations about George Not Found? I mean, canonically, they didn't even kill her off. Like, they just put her in a fucking game. She's probably a multi-billionaire from this deal. This is disgusting. Boycott Valorant now. Valorant operates on stolen Palestinian land or something. I don't know. Who cares? But this is not the end of the estrogen drama, boys and girls. It goes deeper. We have to go deeper into the estrogenic caves for this video, okay? Take my hand as we go to a place where there's no boys and girls. So you probably all remember Blue Fulf. They're this trans furry a while ago who was in some drama with an anti-trans Twitter account called Valid Els. They said they would be suing Valid Els, and they raised some money for it, but had to refund it in the end because they didn't really know what they were doing. Now, in all fairness, I think Blue Fulf to me seems like more of a silly individual than an evil individual. They're just kind of a bumbling fool walking around doing this, like hanging up trans furry posters around their town. Look, man, sorry, not man. Look, lady, if you want to be accepted, if you want trans people to be accepted, the furry art with the skirt and the bra and the dog boobs is not the way to do it. I hate to break it to you. But they got into some beef with Ruben Sim, the Roblox creator who's been reporting on Roblox Degenerates for some time now. I'm personally a fan of Ruben. I watch his stuff. I did a stream with him, I don't know, like a year ago now or something. I think he's a pretty funny dude. But he ended up making this tweet where he asked, which is worse, furries or swatters? And for those who don't know, Ruben fucking hates furries, okay? He's made it very clear about that. He hates furries more than me. He hates furries more than anyone I know, okay? He's preying on the downfall of the furry community actively every day. Well, Ruben made this tweet asking which is worse, furries or swatters, and swatters won by a thin margin of 2%, and then Blue Fulf called them out for this tweet saying, imagine acting this way in 2024. And then Ruben responded with a game changer in my eyes, saying, didn't you record yourself shitting on a dinner plate and post it in a furry Telegram chat? Which is, that's pretty dark, man. That's just dark. What else can I say? Like, that's just not good. I don't know. That's not good. Now, if this is real, then that's absolutely insane. I've seen a bunch of memes joking about it, alluding to its existence, but as much as I like doing research for these videos, I'm honestly not brave enough to look around to find that video and see if it really exists. I assume if it wasn't real, Blue would deny it, which they didn't do as far as I can tell, so it's possible Blue was getting with grandma's porcelain china again, but I don't really want to find that video, okay? So I'm just going to avoid that as much as I possibly can. But if any internet spelunkers out there want to go looking for it, you can inform me on how it went. Give me a play-by-play description with timestamps, okay? For research purposes. For all my gym bros out there in the Tom Dark audience, which hopefully there are some of you, shout out to my goats. I love you guys. No homo.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe just a little bit.
There's some drama going on with Planet Fitness of all places. A place that apparently doesn't even have a bench press, which I didn't know about about until recently. Kind of crazy that that's the case, but yeah, apparently Planet Fitness doesn't have a bench press, and apparently they also have interesting individuals in the bathroom shaving. A woman from Alaska who was disturbed after she saw a trans woman shaving in the female bathroom at her gym has had her membership canceled after the organization says she broke its judgment-free rules. Patricia Silva, who's a life coach from Fairbanks, has been working out at Planet Fitness and was in the changing room when she caught sight of the individual whom she describes as a man with a penis. I mean, typically that's the way things go, but I guess you never know these days, right? You know, I mean, like, look at me. I'm not a man, and I also don't have a penis, so, but maybe I did at one point. Maybe I just, you know, abracadabraed it away.
I'm not binary, yo!
Including shaving in front of a 12-year-old girl in a towel. Bro, what's going on at PF? Okay, I know a lot of people complain about the lunk alarm, no bench press. Seems like a bigger deal to me, that whatever's going on here. She advised the trans woman that they should really be using the male locker rooms, but they defended themselves saying they were LGB.
Well, I was offended. I took a picture of him, and I asked him, why are you there? You're a man with a penis. Why are you in the women's locker room? And he justified by saying, I'm queer LGB, and I said, you shouldn't be in the women's locker room. Well, I left.
I love boomers. Like, they just forget the T. It's just LGB. Planet Fitness, man and woman's locker room shaving. Save the children. The gym has since responded to what happened in a statement saying that they banned Silva from returning to any of their gyms in the area and has filed a police report. As the home of the judgment-free zone, Planet Fitness is committed to creating an inclusive environment, a spokesperson said in a statement. They also stated how Silva violated gym policy because she took photos and or videos in the locker room. Our gender identity non-discrimination
Our gender identity non-discrimination policy states that members and guests may use the gym facilities that best align with their sincere, self-reported gender identity.
The member who posted on social media, the member who posted on social media violated our mobile device policy that prohibits taking photos of individuals in the locker room, which resulted in their membership being terminated. Planet Fitness policy reads, if a serious concern or significant doubt about the bona fides of a person's transgender or non-binary status identity arises, and which the team member can articulate, the team member shall address their concerns with the member. If the discussion with the member fails to resolve the serious concern or doubt, the club may ask for external evidence of the member's asserted gender identity. If it is confirmed that a member is acting in bad faith and improperly asserts a gender identity, they may be asked to leave and their membership may be terminated. All right, all trans individuals, it's time to line up in front of Planet Fitness for your penis inspection. We're going to figure out what's going on here. Look, I think the biggest thing here that I want to hammer home is that trans people should be allowed to exist, okay? I think there's a lot of people who probably wouldn't argue with that, unless you're Matt Walsh, in which case you probably think that there are millions of trans children that are on puberty blockers right now, which is just not the case.
I don't think we have exact numbers, but it's, if we're talking about the drugs, it's, I mean, millions.
How many people have had this done?
Depends on what. I don't think we have exact numbers, but it's, if we're talking about the drugs, it's, I mean, millions.
Millions? How did you do a whole documentary on this? And you're like 4 orders of magnitude off. Millions of kids on puberty blockers? Millions? Millions?
But I think when you realize how few trans people there are, a lot of these issues that people perceive around them become way less important. That being said, I think beyond that is just people need to calm the f down about this stuff, okay? In general, I feel like a lot of it's not that big of a deal. The bathroom thing at Planet Fitness is crazy, and I think that individual that was in there should not have been in there, okay? That being said, Clove being non-binary, I feel like it's like, people getting mad about them being non-binary is silly. I think going out of your way to be like, hey, that's a f***ing girl is like, yeah, genius over here. Thank you, dude. But at the same time, you know, on the other end of the spectrum, also the people spurging out at those guys are just like, just let it wash off. Just let it like roll off. Like, it's not that big of a deal, you know? I don't know. Ban them in your Twitch chat, I guess, if that's really what you want to do. You have a right to do that. I don't know what the solution is to the bathroom debacle, but that person should not have been in there shaving their balls or whatever. Just go home and do it there. Like, what? Who is shaving in the locker room anyway? Am I crazy for questioning this? I go to the gym often, okay? I know despite my very non-binary appearance, okay? I go to the gym quite often, and I've never seen someone shaving in there, so I don't really know why that's happening in the first place. I feel like that's you know, another conversation we got to have. And the most important conversation from the entire video that I think is really pressing is why Blue Fall in the dinner plate, if that happened allegedly? Why'd you have to get poopy at dinner time? Usually you eat and then after you go to the bathroom in the toilet, which is also, I mean, it's kind of, I mean, it's porcelain kind of, right? You know, porcelain throne kind of thing. It's like a dish you shit into and then you flush it away. So why do it on the dinner plate is the big question to me. At least keep it in your diaper like me. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to go check out the new Tom IRL video with Pow Envy. You want to share one of your favorite movies?
What?
One of your favorite movies so you guys can bond.
What f***ing movie, Tom?
Like a YouTube video you like?
Oh yeah, I actually have a really good video I can think of.
Be sure to leave a like on this video, leave a comment down below with your thoughts, cache the videos, cache the streams, and I'll see you all tomorrow when I finally change my diaper for the first time in 3 years. Bye, and be sure to become a member. For $5 a month, they get the members-only podcasts and exclusive videos that only members get. Thanks so much for your support.